Hello and welcome to our 59th video of this Unity Junior Programmer series, and now you are going to step into the process of debugging. Now, as you are developing the game, sometimes you might be provided with files which contains lot of bugs, and these bugs are of two types. One is the bugs related to the syntax, and another we call it as the logical bugs. So in this session, we are going to take a file which contains a lot of bugs and we are going to fix it. Now, here is a file. So when you run it, you will have congratulations, all error fixed, well done, and your name, Sudhindra, from Sparks and other effects coming. Bugged file or the file with errors will be shared with you, and you have to now debug it. As usual, let's start by launching Unity Hub. Now, come into the projects panel, click on new project. In the project name, I am going to call this as debugging example. Choose the template Universal 3D SRP, and in eUnity project, click on create project. As the project is getting loaded, come to the YouTube video page or the e-learning page, scroll down, and in the description click on more, and you are provided with a Patreon link. Click on this link. This will bring you to the Junior Programmer Series Patreon page. Scroll down and you are provided with 59 debug Errors.unitypackage file. Click on this to download it. If required, download the layout file Sartvic_layout.wlt. Once Unity is launched, come into the project panel, select the Readme file, come into the inspector and click on remove Readme asset, and in the confirmation window click on proceed. We don't need this input system_actions file. Right click and choose delete, and in the confirmation window click on delete. Now if the layout that you are seeing here does not match the layout on your computer, you can come to the top right corner and choose the Sartvic layout. If Sartvic layout is not present, go to load layout from file, click on it, browse to your download folder, select Sartvic_layout.wlt file and click on open. Now the layout you see here and the layout on your computer will be the same. Now come into the project window, select asset, right click, choose import package, custom package, browse to the download folder and select 59 debug Errors.unitypackage and click on open. Now in the import unity package dialog box, see that all is selected and click on import. Now it is asking me to reload a scene. Click on reload. You saw this reload because the sample scene also got replaced when we imported the assets. As soon as I load, you start seeing the error. When I click on this error, the error opens in the console window. Now the best way to track the error is, it is showing me the error, semicolon is missing and a closed flower bracket is missing. So I will select the first error, and if you just double click on this, this will open the script. Click on yes, I trust the authors here. You can see in line number 20, after current text is equal to 0, semicolon is missing. So I will add the semicolon. Even on rotating speed, you have an error. Before I proceed, let us see and study this script in detail. So if you move up, you have using system collection using Unity engine, and in this congrats script there is a TextMesh object declared and it is named as text. And remember, always variables should start with small letter. So I will make it small letter. If I come down, you have public particle system, Sparks particle. S should always be small letter because it is a variable. This doesn't affect the code flow, but it is a right convention of writing the code. Now if I come down to my 9th line here, we have declared a list object as string, and here you are seeing the error. I will select this and I will again call my list object here and add less than greater than sign, and the type of object in this list is string. That is simple text object. I doesn't need this private float rotating speed because we are not going to rotate anything here. So I will delete off that line. Then there is a float number called as timeToNextText. Even here I will make this T small letter. Then you have private in currentText also, I will make it C small letter. Then if you scroll down in start, as soon as the game starts, I will make this small letter here, timeToNextText to 0, and currentText also I will make C small letter, currentText is set to 0, and rotating speed line itself is not required. I can delete this off. I will just move up a little bit. You have text to display here. even here this text to display, even here I will make this small letter, and even coming down I will use small letter because this is a variable. We have added 2 words here. Congratulations, all error fixed. And if required, I can copy it, paste it and add one more line. And in this line, add your name. For example, here I will put my name. You can add your own name. This text, I will make it small letter. Text.text, I will make it equal to text to display. Okay, then this spark also, yes, we have made it small letter, and this animation is going to pick. Now if I scroll down in the update, when the game starts, for every frame I will make this T small letter, time to next text will be set to time delta time. It will add 1 second every time, and then if this time dot delta time to next time becomes more than 1.5 seconds, or I will even give this 2 seconds gap. If it becomes more than 2 seconds, again this time to next text will be set back to 0. The current text number incremented by 1 means initially it was 0, it will become 1, 2, like this it keeps increasing. And if this current text, if it is greater than or equal to my text to display count, that is how many items are there in my list text to display. This value is obtained from this text to display dot count. Then if this condition is true, then the current text will be set to 0, so that if you have added 3 text, after 0, 1 and 2, it will again go back to 0 because the current text is set to 0. And after this, I have to add one closing flower bracket. This is missing. And then if you come down, now my text object text is equal to text to display. I will make all small letter. Current text C also I will make it small letter. I will go to file and I am going to save this. Come back to Unity and allow the script to compile. Now you can see we are not seeing any errors. However, we have to add a text component here. So I will come into the hierarchy, right click, and I will come into 3D object, and I am going to come into legacy and use the old TextMesh here, because we have declared the object as TextMesh, and I am going to call this as display text. I am going to set its position correctly. So I will press F to zoom it in. I will press Alt left mouse and I will just move it, and if required I will right click here and come into the top view. I will just zoom out to see my camera position here. So I will move here and move forward. I will come here into the inspector. I will set it to some size like 48. It becomes very big. Don't worry. Then I will come into the text area and I will call this something like welcome. But I am not seeing in the camera view because this is too big. So now if I move it, you can see it is coming back. I will come into scale. I will enable constraint proportion and I will scale it down to 0.1. And I will again drag it and I will move it along the Z axis. Now move it along the Y axis. I will just move it and place it like this. I will just zoom in a little more and see that this is correctly placed in front of my camera. I will come into the game view and I will enable 16:9 ratio to see it correctly. I will reduce it to 0.06. I will make it still smaller and I will just move it and place it here. I also have to add particle system. So if you come into effect example, if you use miscellaneous effect, in prefab you have one sparks effect. I will drag this sparks effect into the scene and then I will just drag it and place it at this position, right? I will right click and come into the front view. See, this is gone down. So I will lift it up and I will just move it to the back of my welcome like this, so that it is coming from the back of my welcome text. See, I will move it a little more up. I will come into the top view and check it. I have a script here called congrats script, but it is not attached to any object in my scene. So I will right click and I will create a new empty object and I will call this as congrats. I will come into transform and reset its position to 0, 0, 0. I will drag my congrats script and attach it to this congrats. Then select congrats and in text I will drag this display text here. And for sparkle effect, I will add sparkle effect. If I go to file and if I save it, if I play the game and if I check it, object reference not set, you are getting an error. This is because if I stop the playback, I will come back into congrats script. This text to list display, I have set it as private. I will make this public. Now I will go to file and save it, come back to Unity and allow the script to get compiled. And now if I play the game and if I check it, so you can see congratulations is there, all error fixed, Sudhindra. See, you are seeing all the three names appearing one after another. So I will stop the playback, come and select this display text and I have to just check for its alignment. It is to the left. I will align it to the center. I will also set my anchor, click here and set it to middle center. Now the position has changed. I will just drag it to the right on x-axis. So I have to right click here and come into the front view. And if I drag it down and also along the x-axis, I will drag it and align it to the center like this correctly. Go to file, save it. And now if I execute the game and if I check it, see now you can see you have congratulations, all error fixed and Sudhindra. So it is now running fine. So now I will stop the playback. And finally, if you want to share this work, I have already shown this to you. Go to file, choose build profile and in open scene list, click add open scene. We have only one sample scene here. Come here on the right, choose web and choose switch platform. Come into player setting, in resolution and presentation, set it to 1280 by 720. Choose PWA, progressive web application. Come to publish setting and in compression format set it to disable. Close this player setting, come back to build profile and with web selected click on build. Now in your Unity project folder, click on new and create a folder called web. Double click and click on select folder and wait for this to compile. Once it is compiled, double click web folder and you have here all the files. Select all the files, right click, choose compress to and create a zip file. Allow the file to get zipped. Now come into your browser and type Unity Play. Come to play.unity.com website and on the top right on the sign in icon, click here and click on sign in. Using your Unity username and password, sign into this unity.play.com. Then click on the upload button here. Now click on upload. Now browse to the folder where you have your zipped data. Select it and click open. Now as it gets uploaded, in the title type debugging example and here example of list strings. So write something in the description. You can also upload a thumbnail. Now in upload thumbnail, select any thumbnail image and upload it. Come down and enable I have added mobile controls to my game and click on save. Now once you have saved it, you can just copy this link and share it with everyone. We have successfully completed this debugging profile. And in our next session, we are going to just explore how we can convert any of the prototype into an interesting game.